Mimih 열매 고 마와 아이 비르머니 열매 그러고 mawa tele ariwa ko nakadamo mo ya kung ayak ni ma luwe yung wan birimana yol mang jare yung ki mawa buyiga mawa buyiga wan ngabar bu biringal ngabar man mana yol no mimik ke wan biri yol bu kan mimik kure kabiri ande mana borke imana ne abiri meno won abene mana borke na nengar iman ko akmari me kone gai me
After so many years of touring, it's been very important for us to come back to Australia and create a work that is meaningful here and that does grapple with the issues that we're facing as we develop our cultural identity in this country and as we step towards a pluralistic understanding of our art forms and of the Indigenous cultures of this country that have existed here. So we've come back to Australia with a commitment to develop a work that is about this country and that can be presented here in Australia, that Australians can see this collaborative process happening and acknowledge that it's really difficult. We entered this project knowing that reconciliation is a difficult process and we have to step back on our back foot and we have to bear the brunt of the difficulty. I think we didn't know how hard it would be and how much it would change us, how much it's changed me, accepting that difficulty and sort of biting the bullet and continuing with the vision through the difficulty to create this work.
Kone mimik nuka oki mebu hari bipu. Kone karangi me. Chutkan card kone oki me. Kun burno ye. Pada. Kabopel me. Via Kamkan Kabor Melme Kau ngabekti taper noye like kondamimti.
The story has grown out of our experiences together. It's grown out of pieces of stories that we've been given. We don't want to retell a traditional Aboriginal story because that's not what we're about. We've wanted to create something that has grown out of our collective experience. So we created this map that at its very starting point looked at the physical environments we've travelled through here, the stony country, the escarpment country from Arnhem Land.
Nani, Mimih, Paro berdang yang ada. Bala mengalir bepne, bala berdni. Quarter. Aku nai. Pining ngare bepne ya, abru kene mui. Pet man bo, wal gue cung ya, wal pada war man ya bring him in.
Any Mimi's in here?
See that nest?
It's the other side, Mimih.
Other side? Can you show us other side?
Baskin.
Hello, Mimi's.
We looked at the spirit beings that we've been given stories of that inhabit those different environments. It's been really interesting to research the concept of what the Mimih is. You know, it's represented here in a very particular visual form. It's long and thin and it lives inside the rock. And one of the understandings I've grown to have of the Mimihs is that they're very cheeky and they're very tricky and they do teach people lessons. That's what they did to the Binning, to the first humans in the period of time when the first humans came. They taught law, they taught dance, they taught the art forms.
Did you ever see a Mimih?
No. I heard about Mimih. I heard about Mimih a lot, yeah. But I've never seen one, no. But seriously, my grandfather and my father told me they are there. Them spirits are there.
Hi, I'm Gideon. I just came here to teach all cultures. My name is new one, see? And I am Gideon. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
we've had to ask about everything, absolutely everything, every line on the costumes, the fishbone on the yolk's back, the pieces of music that we've used, the fact that we have taken Mimihs from the stony country and made them go on a journey that they end up stumbling into the watery country of the yolk. And we weren't given that in a story, but we went on a trip ourselves way into the escarpment, into this very watery place, and that day we had a lot of very strange experiences. A lot of things started going wrong, and it was very provocative for us. And so in the journey that happens in the show that the Mimihs go on, they come to this watery place and things start going wrong, and they meet these yolks, these other beings that they're out of their depth, they're out of their stony country world, they're away from the escarpment that they live in. And so of course we've had to ask permission for every little centimetre of that process.
Pernah bang, Mimih nau, mengai Mimih tu ni, ikan Mimih namak, ya Mimih nawari, nau nabi piga Mimih kan pun beri, nawari nau, mengai menaka, aku nak kau gini.
But do these bad ones eat other Mimih, or do they eat binning?
So Mimih,
Anything, whatever they want when they're hungry.
Get hungry.
Any binning or just sick binning or naughty binning?
Healthy, juicy, fat ones.
Like Gideon there.
That's right.
Namarato is a spirit man. It's a strong feeling, beliefs that throughout this Western Arnhem Land, people really believe they're scared of this Namarato man or spirit man because he's a very bad spirit. We say it takes your breath, breathing first by taking your spirit away from your life because he wants to open you later on once you die, say maybe a couple of hours. People bury you, and in the evening he comes along and opens up the body. He makes you get up from the grave, and then he cuts you open. He's got a special stick that he do this terrible thing with the body, because he after one thing in our body is the heart he's after. So he takes the heart and leave the rest.
karikan kan kenyek-kenyek, kan kenyek-kenyek. Rock. Kok mes bigari yo kon ke. Kon ke. Kon be on kan pak me. Kok bet go goje. Bu kari jal yo karung gib mari yo karung gib mari yo karung gib me. Kari yo karung gib me. Yo kon put jibet bere kon ke kari hui me. Bang bu kari me bai me. Kari rol kan wa. Kari rol kan. Kari bur. Kari bur ay ho ora kari me kume ke ngawa. Andika kuro. No Mimih.
At first I had a lot of doubts about working on this project. Being white, I didn't want to just arrive in this land and somehow take from the people here, because I feel the people here have had enough taken from them already. So it was with caution I came up here. And the initial period of work that we did was very much we arrived, we sat around, and gradually the people here got a feel of us and we got a feel of the people. And as to Mimihs, I couldn't really decide what the Mimihs were. But on the last night here, before we left Arnhem Land, I had a dream. I encountered 3 spirits. And these 3 spirits were very tall and very thin. It was like they were half animal. No, they weren't animal, they were plant-like and stone-like, and they had the eyes of a barramundi fish. And I realized that they were Mimih spirits, and they gave me a gift, and it was a medallion, a circular medallion. And they put it over my head. And with this medallion, I could then go into the overworld. But having this medallion carried a lot of responsibility. It was both a blessing and a responsibility, and I went above ground into the world. It wasn't all plain sailing when I got into the world, but they had given me their blessing. And that felt so good. And I later read, about 2 days later, that one of the most common forms, that the way that the local people see the Mimihs is the Mimihs come and visit them in their dreams, particularly artists. The Mimihs will visit artists and give them a dance, or they'll give them a drawing. And so that dream spoke very closely to me. It's a thing that's very hard to talk about. But for me, it gave me permission to undertake this whole project.
It's very important, I think, to all of our people to say to themselves that there is Mimih. If all of those people forget about Mimih stories, that's when it's gone. As long as people keep the story going, from generation to another generation, it will make the Mimih spirit more alive, more people will know that Mimih is there.
I'm not going to say that Mimih coming back again.
No, but they're going to dance
they're
together.
Gonna come back.
They're dancing together?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You don't say that they're coming back. But we do the dance together, yo.
No, not Mimih. Mimih gone.
Mm.
They gone.
We can't see that Mimih anymore. That's
No
just
more.
we're dancing that one.
Yeah. So after those Mimi's, they go up on that cable, they float away, go back into that Mimih world. The Bining are dancing, but they're doing a Mimih dance, and they can't see that Mimih. Is that right?
Just he's going now. Just finish.
They're finished. They're gone now.
They're
Those
gone.
Mimih.
Mana ke now Bining ngat la palanda ngari rawo. Ya rawo she ngari yang mana Konwuk. Wajah kari wen mak. Wajah kari bengka. Bining ngat. Mana kau bekan kau udah ayol melabiri por ke mak. Mana kaya yang aben buka. Mimih gen. Ini ayol memang Buyar bangut manual. Muri yol muri peka. Bon.